Hello, welcome back. Last time I did the first half of the final level in my hold, Split Personality. I did the Mimic and Decoy wings and started on the Clone wing. Gotta get through this one and then do the Time Clone thing after that, and that'll be the end of the hold. So, let's move on with... Okay, I forgot how the level was shaped. That looked weird. I thought it was shaped slightly differently. Right, anyway, let's move on with this room. I think this was one of the first rooms I built on this level. It was certainly the first clone room I built. What is the main action in here? Right, okay, so I wanted to mention this when I was in blank canvas, but I forgot to. There's a widget that I wanted to use. See, I had all of these, trapdoor dropping puzzles that looked like that. You just get a big field of trapdoors and have to draw some sort of pattern on them to get stuff done. I kept trying, like in every room that I made in blank canvas where trapdoor dropping was involved. I kept trying to use this widget where you would have a clone off on the side somewhere in some shallow water that could just move one space to disarm or move back to rearm. The idea being that you could go out on trapdoors somewhere and choose whether you're dropping them or not and toggle between those two states. But everywhere I tried to use that widget, I could not make the room require it. I built rooms with it, then I would test them out and try not using the widget, and every single time I was able to solve them that way. So what I ended up doing was I used sort of a modified version of that thing here in this room. It's not exactly that, but it's similar. Got some evil eyes there. Noises are happening outside my window. Right, so you place a clone here and you get disarmed. I don't need that other clone yet. This room has a lot of stuff that's, as it turns out, a little bit hard to read for people who are trying to parse it for the first time. Might not be the clearest thing, but yeah, there are a bunch of constraints here. This Roach Queen, let's see, Roach Queen is on a pressure plate, which needs to be released for that to open so you can get to the evil eyes. This just locks the door, so you don't ever want that to be pressed. It is a little bit weird because you have to use a clone potion for a purpose you wouldn't usually use one for. So right, clone attraction is involved here. I think I want to just wake up all the evil eyes. Right, and if I step like that, I can move you onto this pressure plate, which closes those force arrows. So those are accessible. It also closes this, and that stays closed. So yeah, this guy basically takes 3 actions. You place him first, then he disarms you. You step south once, and those close, then step south again to rearm. I don't want to rearm yet, because I need to move this powder keg around. Whoops. Because that is how you kill the Roach Queen. Just wait a moment, get the roaches off. Can't take too long here or else roaches will stack up too much and they'll become unmanageable. A roach has gone there. That's not the best, but I guess I can... Oh wait, I can rearm at this point, can't I? Mm-hmm. Yeah, alright, so I have my sword back. Clean up some roaches. And then this roach here, it's unavoidable to have that spawned because it's exactly 31 moves from here to the first potion. If you could place a clone here, then you could just stop that egg from being laid in the first place. But there's no way to do that, so instead, you just use this clone basically like a decoy. Although there is a little bit more to it than that. That's an ortho square, so that guy can never move. The thing is, that still needs to be a clone because you have to attract those evil eyes away to safely get in here. And then that's all there is to the room. So yeah, relatively simple to do if you know what you're doing, but maybe slightly hard to parse if you're just trying to figure it out. So here's a room with no monsters. Just a caber, a clone, and some bombs. And a conquer token, of course. Gotta have a reason to do these things. So this is just a fairly pure puzzle where you just have to think about what it means to have 2 cabers at once, and how you can block explosions with those. Because like if I touch any of these bombs with a single caber from any angle, then bad stuff happens. Things blow up. Everybody blows up. I don't actually remember how to do this off the top of my head. I think this might work. Yeah, that works. So you just sort of have to pick some bomb that's in a place where you can blow it up safely, that won't blow up the others at the same time. Get rid of that bomb. Oops. Okay, so if you weren't there, that would have been fine. And then slowly work your way inward. And each one of these is different. This one is especially tricky. It seems a little bit like magic what you have to do, but makes sense in hindsight. Just that particular diagonal happens not to line up with any bombs, so you can just do this. And I think I can safely do... Yep, let's see. I think this should work. Yeah. Cool. Here I'm gonna have to do this differently. I can't do the same thing that I did there. I think I can just do this though. Yeah, okay, no problem. And then, sure, you'll finish the job. Oh, or not. That works though. Cool. And then here, this wasn't always a secret room, but I made it a secret room because I realized this is actually the most execution-heavy room in the entire hold. Other than maybe the challenge with the serpent in that one room in my pet bird. And the other one being the one true horde room in Tools of the Trade, but I think this one takes the cake. So, Bithro has to get here. There are clones which are immediately under threat by Puff. I can make a few moves. Nobody's gonna die except this guy, the first Puff cycle. So what I have to do is move those to a place where they can survive. Let's see. Now, it basically becomes a dance of... Since I have 4 clones, and it takes 5 turns per Puff movement, I can usually get 1 Bithro turn in here to move him forward. And I can take advantage of stunning and turning and things to keep Puffs... See, that Puff didn't move because he was stunned for that turn. I want to move on turns ending in 3 or 4, or 8 or 9. If I stun Puffs on those turns, then they won't move their next cycle. Right, so Bithro can move, and what I can do with these now... Bithro can actually move a few times. If I step like this, and also step like this, then those don't get any closer. So now everybody's under threat by a Puff. I'm in a state where I can just step away, take a single turn to get those safe. I can take 2 turns to get you safer than you would otherwise have been. Make 1 turn with you, that Puff doesn't move. And now we're back in this. Okay, so you're gonna have to be one of the last ones to move. I'm gonna move you once. Bithro can have a turn. Turn, so that gets that away from my body. Then do that so it's stunned and I'm safe. So you step back, you're going to have to move on either the second last or the last turn before Puff movement. You two are perfectly safe. Bithro's got a stick. It's unfortunate that I entered facing this way, but I guess I can stand there. Now everybody has more room and I can start getting the Puffs to Bithro. This is going better than it usually goes. This is a tricky room. But it's going pretty okay. Let me just sort of... Let's see, since Bithro's on the south here... what do I want to do? Gonna have to rescue you somehow. I guess I'll do this. I think this is the first Puff I want to get there, because it's the closest to Bithro right now. I need to spend some time... Okay, so you can move once. You can turn. You can turn. No, problem is people are going to die if I do that, so why don't you just move south? So I'll use this turn to do that, and then also push this over. Now you have a need. You're fine, you can stay exactly as you are. So you step away... Take some time to get this closer to where he needs to go. Make you safe. Okay. So now I basically want to focus on getting this clone farther away from this Puff. Get it closer to Bithro. I think what I actually want to do is set this up. Okay, everybody's safe. I can take some time to do those things. You're on top of my stick. That's fine. Okay, so you two are perfectly safe for now. Just gonna push that for a bit. Oops, do this. You're still coming toward me, but I can change that, I think. So safe. The problem is I'm still doing 4 things at once here. I need to get it down to 3. I'm going to do this and that, so that moves those puffs a lot closer to B-throw. I realize I'm not getting this one any closer, particularly. Can I get away with, like, that? You're still closer. But I think I can then move, move, move. Turn, push. Didn't really need to turn. You know, can I do better than that? I can move him away, I guess. Okay, so you step away. That puff is now closer to B-throw than... yep, Okay, so you're taken care of. I am done with this clone. Don't have to touch him anymore, ever. Gonna set you up for that. Oh, shoot, I can't do that many things. Okay, so this will be the next puff I get, and I just need to get you to safety. Okay, that puff's going for B-throw. Great. I want to... Actually, I'm tired of babysitting you. Why don't you step back, and you start pushing that over there. That seems good. You're going to have to pay attention in a moment, but I'd like to get the rest of these to safety first. Let's see, you're fine as you are, so just push this, push that, get you safe, and I'm going to use the orb as protection here. Just let that puff sit there while I work on getting the rest of them closer. I'll allow this, let's see, I'll allow this one to move to, oh no, that's not what I want.
My name is B-throw.
No, it's not, you're a clone. You're nobody. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Sure, whatever. Like, everybody's safe. I can take my time and do stuff like that. Okay, cool. So that's 2 clones. I don't have to babysit anymore. It would be better if I did it in this order. Okay, so I do that, push that, so I get the full stun on both of those puffs. That seems good. Alright, now I think it's about time to be doing some stuff with B-throw here. I would like you to go there, push... Oh wait, no. I want... Gotta think about ordering carefully here, because my last 2 turns on each puff cycle should ideally be very specific things. Since that's a stick, it doesn't continuously stab orbs, so that orb won't be noisy even though I have a stick on top of it. Okay, so I'm done with this clone. I can be done with this clone. Okay, now it's just a matter of Mr. B-throw here, pushing these around. There we go. And I think I can just stand here. Is this possible? Yeah, just barely. I think. That's fine. I can start moving, actually. And there we go. That's how you do that room. I like this one. This one's fun. I like how purely these 2 puzzles came out. Like, they're both a very simple concept. It's just, you have to do this one exact thing, and it's kind of hard to do. This is actually one of my favorite rooms in the hold. As fiddly and annoying as it can be. I really like the way it turned out. Alright, and that's the clone wing. Finally, time clones. This room. This room is inspired by a specific thing from the beginning of The Second Sky. You know what? I'm going to do something. I'm going to change location to second sky. I think this player profile, yeah, player profile has some progress in it. This is my alternate player profile. I'm playing with it because I didn't want to enter scores for that hold as I was playing it. I created this one so that I could replay the second sky and not have my progress from my normal player profile saved and stuff. There's the room I want. It's not training hall, it's older holding vats. The room I want to do is this one. Room start. Room start. Okay, yeah, that's room start. Back swipe.
Why can't you turn your sword and move at the same time?
I'm a simple man with simple tactics. Don't do too many things at once. It gets confusing.
So 149th Critic was one of my favorite characters from the Second Sky. That particular line with her, it's actually the first thing she ever says. Why can't you turn your sword and move at the same time? That was the inspiration for this room right here. So in this room, you turn your sword and move at the same time. The way that you do that is with the assistance of a time clone. So ignore this, that'll make sense later. This mimic goes here and just holds that door open. The way the mimic has to stand there ensures that you can never step south with the real Bithro, who's walking through here. So his only means of locomotion is this. Got a time clone here pushing him to the south. So that guy with a stick does that job. And what I have to do is just sort of ride that roller coaster and kill stuff as it goes by. Kind of cool trick here. A single Bithro, when pushed and turning at the same time, can actually multi-stab tar stuff. Oh, can't move there. Oh, have I landed in a situation? No, this is, yeah, that's a problem. How has this happened? Okay, I guess I was facing the wrong way. I thought I took care of all the situations where if you just happen to face the wrong way for something like this. Okay, well, whatever. Let me face this way then. How's that sound? Okay, I'm on this door. Tar babies don't come right. A tar baby got attracted by this time clone and stepped into this column. That's what happened. I guess I didn't anticipate that. The force arrows just make sure you can't step from this column to this one, basically. And ensure that you continue moving downward on the hot tiles or else you die. Anyway, so that's how you move your sword and turn at the same time. Other way around. Close enough. So this room. The primary action in here is not obvious because there's a lot of stuff going on. It involves this invisibility potion. Got a bunch of time tokens. This is the classic setup where you have to kill an adder fully, using time clones to stab it multiple times, kill it in one turn, or else that fire trap will trigger the seeding beacon. Before that, there's a bunch of just little miniature time clone puzzles here. So those both open roach doors, these close all sorts of stuff. So let's see, the time clone I think needs to sit here for a moment, stand on that door and do that. And then this guy can do something similar, I think just stand there. Yeah, okay. So that dance gave that roach enough time to get onto this door. When that roach steps there, it's going to open this. Just have to block him with my sword for a turn, that's all. So that's that chamber. In this one, I need to... right, this evil eye is going to wake up and get stuck there in this timeline. What I need to do is have my main guy attracting him to the south here. And then I'm going to have to do a handoff. How does the handoff work? Let's see. The evil eye will end up right here. Bithro is there. The evil eye needs to be the one to step on this pressure plate, because I will both die and also activate a seeding beacon if I do this. Because, like, if I try to be cheeky and, step there then disappear, The seeding beacon still prevents that, so I can never light this fuse. Anyway, so I've moved this evil eye around a little bit. The way the handoff is going to work is... Actually, how does that work? Time clones are more attractive than the main B-throw. I'm going to step here. At the same time, this B-throw steps here. The evil eye will be there. He'll be looking at the time clones, he'll step there. Then I just kill it, and this guy's job is done, because I can't actually have either of these doors open in his timeline, so he goes away. Alright, so, I need you to be awake, and... Actually, let's see, how does this work? Yeah, how does this work? I need to... That's not supposed to happen like that. I guess I do... Well, now I'm confused. I was supposed to be able to... What? There's a way to do this where I don't get killed by the evil eye, and I get over there in time. Apparently it's none of those ways. Really? Then how did this ever work? I guess I can go the other way. Okay, that's... Why is this not working the way it normally works? That's weird. Huh. Well now, yeah, you should have vertical preference. No, I did something... Hang on. Something funny... There's some funny business going on here. Alright, so let's do this the same. Step, step, step. I'm gonna figure this out. So you'll have vertical ouch preference. Vertical ouch preference. You should go here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that time it worked. Okay, something funny was going on. Don't see him yet. Keep looking at me. And now on this turn, I step here, you go there, and then you die. Okay. So we haven't really gotten to the main part of the room yet. Just these little miniature time clone puzzles. Like I said, this is a level that's built very much where the puzzles take place in the hallways, basically. For the most part, there aren't big rooms that have a whole bunch of stuff in them. For the most part. I mean, this one's kind of a room, but I was trying to just sort of... Things that happen in hallways. That's kind of the sub-theme of this level. Okay, so, this took a lot of effort to get to work right. I had to keep changing it. There was like time clone attraction shenanigans you could do with keeping this guy alive. As far as I know, I think I fixed those. So the idea here is you have to step in there. There's a few different ways to do this, but you have to do something like backswiping those. Notice that moved this guy's sword over this tile. Also, this is a hot tile. Gotta use that orb to get out of here. So if I were to ever actually press the tab key on this recording, I can't step there because I die, I can't wait here because I die, even if the hot tile didn't kill me, his sword would. Stepping here kills me with the evil eyes. So that seems like an impossibility. So this is perhaps a slightly obscure mechanic, but I put this potion in a very prominent position, and it's not really useful for anything else. Drinking a potion cancels a time recording, and that's necessary to be able to survive this. So that's the reason for that potion. And that's sort of the main linchpin of the room. So I start a new recording after having cancelled that one after disarming this mechanism. And this guy can actually stab the adder. In that timeline, seeding beacon gets activated, but that'll be fixed. There we go. Alright, now this guy stands here for a moment and does that. Then this one on this force arrow facing a different way so he can actually get away. Finishes the job. And there we go, that's that room. I was noticing, you'll see it over here too, that most of the time clone stuff I did not involve disruption. I don't really like time clone disruption all that much as a mechanic. So I decided to put all of the disruptions just in this one room. So this is the only room in the hold where you'll see time clone disruption actually happening. This uses 3 different types of disruption: temporal, spatial, and orientation. So the idea here is... Gotta kill these 3 roaches. This pressure plate, and that orb. All those things also open these doors, which are closed by stepping there. So the real B-throw stands on these pressure plates. Time clone B-throw needs to be disrupted in some way. Right, so this toggles those fire traps. The reason these spike traps are here is to ensure that no temporal disruption happens, or if it does, it'll be in a multiple of 10. Let's see. So what I want to do is I need to record you going through this tunnel, but you need to actually go through this tunnel. I just called those tunnels hallway. Use the tunnels that are actually tunnels to disrupt. Wait, which way do I want to do this? Yeah, okay. I want to go through this tunnel in this direction. And the way I would normally do this was like this. There's a simpler dance that I can do, but that's the one that I'm going to do now. Wait, this is not right. Okay, no, let me just do it the simple way. This wasn't how I did it in testing when I built the hold, but I learned later that I can do it this way. So I'll just go through this tunnel once. I might need to give myself a little more time. So go through that tunnel once, and then step straight over here. Alright, and your job is done. Your job is to make sure that tunnel is blocked using a sword. Okay, so he tried to go through the tunnel, and now just stand here. And that toggles the fire traps so that that hallway is safe. And there we go. The others work similarly. This one involves... It kind of looks complicated. What's going to happen is this will open that, so the construct will push the mirror here. That construct can't actually kill anybody because he'll die on the fire trap. The mirror just needs to be pushed onto this pressure plate. That is on a floor spikes so that it continually toggles those traps. So let's see, what happens here is I want to step here, then step there when that happens. And that initial step needs to be delayed by 10. And then I can just do this, and your job is done. So I'm just going to stand here, wait for 10 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Toggle the fire traps the other way. And then you've been temporarily... Okay, I waited one too long. I didn't count the initial step, so that's actually... Whoa. Okay, so tab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So you step on there right as it toggles. Still stepping in the same space, just at a different time. Alright, and that part's done. And now this one's about orientation. So you have to hit those orbs to open those, unless you've stepped on this. So basically, I'm going to record... No, wait. I'm going to face this way. Step over here, wait a moment. Do this. This should be a familiar looking trick. Step there and your job is done. So now what I have to do, push mirror into water so he keeps his orientation instead of turning in the shallow water. And there we go. That's that room. Okay. Final required room in the hold. This one is, of course, about blind monster fighting. So I get to record 2 at a time. Time token starts here. What's going to happen is when... Let's see, so this door is going to be closed. My time dude is going to be pushing against this door, waiting for it to open. Same thing happens down there. That opens both of them and releases the monsters. So with no monsters, I just have to predict. Roach is going to be here. As soon as I'm successfully step up there, the roach gets out and goes there. Then I just have to dance him around this block. Get him on that plate. And, right, that plate opens this. Kill that roach, kill this roach. And that section's done. So, a goblin. I'm going to step here. Goblin is there. Turn that way. Goblin is here. Goblin is here. He's here. He's here. And I think I can actually just wait like... Oh, no, I need to turn. Because if I waited here, he'd step there. But if I turn this way, he steps there. Okay, Goblin's on the pressure plate at this point. And after those two, I can verify my work. I don't have to do all four. Yep, see, I messed up because I thought he would step there for some reason. He did not. Okay, so let's redo that. Alright, so Goblin's here. He's here. He's here. Turn. Turn. Wait. And that should do it. So if we watch the roach, that dance happens like that. Watch the goblin, that dance happens like that. And everything's good. Wraithwing moves before the roach. Need to know move order here. So we've done a roach, we've done a goblin. Let's manipulate a Wraithwing. This one's fun. Some people don't enjoy this, I know, but I like it. So Wraithwing always stays 5 moves away, 5 turns away, 5 tiles away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to be super precise with this. I can just do stuff like this and know that, you know, he's in that corner now. So I'm going to step over here. Actually, where is he gone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's there now. That's not what I want. So when you're in that corner, I move you down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the Wraithwing's there at this point. I want to sort of push him into this corner, then pull him up here. Alright, so he should be here at this point. Then I'm just going to make a move like this, so that I get on the other side of him. He flies into the orb. Then I need him to move directly north. The purpose of the Wraithwing is to block the roach's path so he doesn't get stuck on those. Alright, so as I step here, the Wraithwing has had enough time to fly. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step north, Wraithwing is here. Step north, the Wraithwing moves before the roach, so he ends up there. Step south. Roach is here. Kill the roach, and then lead the Wraithwing to fire traps, and he's dead. So that should do that. And then an Omplic. So, how does the Omplic work? He's there, he's there, he's there. The Omplic has to stand on this pressure plate while lighting this fuse. Keep standing there for long enough for the fuse to pass over here, then the roach dies. So he is here at this point. Gonna wait. Actually, no, I don't want to. Okay, so I went back to he's here. Gonna step here. Omplic is there. When I step here, I'm pretty sure he moves here. He doesn't turn in that situation, right? So I think he's here facing north at this point. I hope I'm right about that. So he's facing northeast, facing east. Don't know exactly what he does there. He'll either face northeast or southeast. So let's just avoid that situation. Make sure he's facing southeast here. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. So he's looking there. Keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning, and kill. And that should be all I have to do for that. I feel like I may have made an error in my Omplic prediction. I don't know whether he's going to... Yeah, he turned there instead of stepping. Alright, I forgot what they did in that situation. Okay, so instead, here, turn. Wait, that's a problem. Alright, well I can do this, and he's here facing this way. That's fine. I think I can just walk... Okay, so he'll be facing north, northwest... west... southwest... Then he'll step into this space... can't I do... Let's see. I lost track. Okay, I'm having trouble with the Omtlik, apparently. I know there's an easy-ish way to do this. Their preferences are north and west, so why don't I do it this way? He's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, 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 facing north. Okay, so back to this strategy. Facing here, facing there, facing there, facing there, facing that. Then just spin around a little bit. He'll actually be frozen for a turn there, and that should do it. Okay. So, let's, oh, right, and I forgot this can happen. The Omtlik can freeze him. This should be okay, actually. I don't think that'll make a difference. Yeah, if I had known that that had happened, I would have put an obstacle here. I just didn't realize that it could happen during testing. But yeah, these should still play out the same. Omtlik dance is shorter, so watch what's happening with the Omtlik. Lights the fuse, stays there for a moment, and then dies. Alright, then I dance around with a Wraithwing for a bit. Move him into... Oh shoot, that door's open. Ah, I did this wrong too. And the roach is stuck. Okay. For some reason I was thinking of this door being closed. Alright, fine. Let's redo this. I'll do a little more efficient. So here, 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 here. Oops. Here, here, here. Okay, at this point this Wraithwing should be right here. I can get right up in his face, do this, wait a moment for him to get there, step north, north, south, south, kill Roach, kill Wraithwing on fire traps. Okay, then I gotta re-record the Omtlik. I'll just avoid doing that initial thing, so when I step there, he steps there, block his beam, wait, just step around in a circle kind of like this, and that should do it. Okay. Omtlik dance worked. Wraithwing dance looks better to me. Whoa. What the heck? Now wait a minute, something is very wrong here. What did I do? Oh, I need to use that orb from a different position. Okay, wow, I'm having trouble with this apparently. Alright, Wraithwing. So I step here, you end up there. North... no wait, actually that's where I want you. Let's step around, push you over there, push you into that corner. Step up like this. Down like that. And you should end up here. Oops, step over there, do that. You go up there, then I have to stand here, actually. Actually, why don't I stand here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use orb, Roach moves there. Wait a moment, there we go. Step south, kill the things, kill the other things. Okay. And the Omtlik dance I've done so many times already. I believe I wait 2. Okay. Oops. Omtlik worked. Wraithwing didn't work at all. Wow. I'm having so much trouble with this. Let me save myself a little bit of effort. I'll just do the Omtlik now, because I know how that dance goes. Wait to do this. Whoa, I did that a weird way. So, Mr. Wraithwing, why are you giving me so much trouble? I step here, he's there. Here, 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 here. I must not have waited long enough there. Alright, so he's here, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still there. Now he's here. Alright, this should have squished him into that spot. Put him where the orb is. Get this going. Do that, wait, do that. Kill, kill. Okay. Did I get it yet? There's still one more room to do after this. I don't think it's done. Wraithwing is behaving. Roach is properly blocked now. Wraithwing dies. Everything's cool. Great! Okay, exit level. There is a final room here, though. There's a secret in here that I can get to by re-entering. All I need to do is what? Just step over here? No. Wait, how does this work? I need you to open. Wait, yeah, I need you to open. How do I do this? Oh, right. Yeah, I do step on this. And then I can just go straight in here. That's what it is. Okay. So when I did this room, I was thinking, okay, well, what monsters are interesting to manipulate here? You can do the Roach, a Goblin, those are pretty basic. Omblick and Wraithwing are a little more complicated. Then I looked at the palette of monsters, and as soon as I saw Slayer, I thought, what would it be like to do Blind Slayer manipulation with a time clone? That sounds horrible, but the idea had entered my mind, so I had to do it. What I decided to do to make it less horrible is to basically have a practice chamber down here where you can just do it live, figure out the sequence of moves that works, and once you've done that, you do it for real with the time clone up here. So basically what you can do in this room, if you don't want to think too hard about how Slayers move, which honestly most players probably don't, you can simply just figure out a sequence that works here. Okay, so let me pay attention to what I'm doing. So, let's start here. I'm going to face west. I'll walk to this checkpoint. Turn. No. Step north. Turn. Step south. Wait. And then when I go up here, I can force him to face that way. Okay, this is a complicated dance. So that released that pressure plate. I hit that orb. I'm gonna walk here. 5, 6, 7. I waited 7 turns. Yeah, okay, I'm not making this easy on myself. I waited 7 turns. I step northeast twice, north-south. No, this is not what I want. Northwest twice, north-south, turn, do that. Okay, then I'm in the path of this evil eye. 2, 3... Okay. I think I got all that. So then I just have to do that same dance here. I stepped here, at this point the Slayer's there facing me. So I step north, turn this way, step south, he's here I think, then I wait and he steps there. And then I can do this, he's killed the Roach. This door configuration is a little bit different, just so I can step in all the places with this guy. Oh, that Roach is going to have to be killed during this, that's fine, I can do that. I think I waited 3 turns. I can wait as many turns as I want, because he'll just sit there. So I step this way. Okay, so the Slayer is here facing his hook toward me. I step this way, he's still in the same spot. I step this way, he steps there. North, he steps here. South, turn, turn. No. Yeah, that's right. Move, he's here. Move, he's here. Move back twice, do this, he stabs the evil eye. Huh, I just noticed the square colors are the opposite of here. I'm standing in a light square on this, and I was in a dark square there. Doesn't really matter. Now the time it took me to turn there meant the evil eye ends up here, and that should do everything. So this kind of just turns into a memory challenge if you want to use the practice chamber first. Pretty sure I remembered that correctly. Looking good. Go there, wait as long as you need. Do that dance, do that dance. And there we go. Okay, And that was the last room in the hold. And that's what this raft is for. It's just the return trip from that secret. So yeah, that's all for this level, and that's all for the hold. That took a while. I get the potion icon on the map. And exit level. Didn't really feel like I had much of anything to put into a post-mastery area, so there isn't one in this hold. No master wall or anything. Just end hold past these stairs. And that's everything. 4 hours, 10 minutes to play and explain all the stuff. 100% secrets. Tired after a long day of activities, the Delver sits down in his chair with a glass of leaf juice to relax and plan his next outing. So yeah, that's Outings of the Delver. My first actual published hold. Yeah, so this was fun to play through and commentate on. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of my thought process. Some people have suggested actually recording what I do in the editor when I'm building a room. I'd like to do that. It's kind of a weird process that's not... It doesn't produce reliable results. There can definitely be days where I'll sit down with the editor, just doodle around for an hour or so, and nothing much will happen. But when I build another hold, if I can figure out a way to do it, I'll try to record some of that process, because I think it might be interesting to do that in some way that you can see. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of my holds. I'd recommend playing it if you wanted to, but if you watched this, then you know how everything works. So like I said at the start, before watching this, if you're going to play the hold, it's probably a good time to play it. So why am I saying it now? Because it's useless to anybody who got this far. Anyway, cool. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you again to actually play somebody else's hold.